Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
I am Jad. Hi, Tim. How are you? We've had a good bank holiday. Chris has been out, but only with the camera. So, because it did start drizzling with rain. So, yeah. So he only sort of, clicking. So, what you've been up to? I'm Jad. Tim. Done note, really. Not felt. Know what I mean? Yeah. I just didn't feel. Yeah. I'm all right now. It's like got a banging headache. I ended up going to bed to kind of sleep it off. But I feel all right since got up. Hiya, Johnny. How are you? So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know where it would. I just felt. Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Hey.
Granny not needed. Yeah, all day's worth. But yeah, felt a hell of a lot better after I'd.
It's so cold.
Ooh.
The music turned cold.
I'm just right. Yeah. I'm just starting his work experience on Wednesday. Hiya, Richard. How are you?
Ooh, work experience on pole dancing floor, is it, John? Dancing on a pole in nightclub.
If it were how I felt today, I couldn't even raise a smile in the mind hotels. But yeah. Because I says to Chris, I says, well, don't sort of let the way I feel, when, we wanted to get out because it was sort of nice this morning and then it went a bit, you know what I mean? A bit dull. I mean, it's not been cold, but yeah, so
if weather's forecast nice for this weekend, I might do my first car camp for the year.
Oh God.
In car park.
I want you to be a bit further away than car park.
It's so nipped at the week middle at night.
Yeah. What? And then have biscuit going crackers. Yeah, I want them a bit further away than car park. Oh dear. But yeah. So yeah, what you been up to? Oh no, nothing, anything. There were something going off actually down. Hi, Crypto, how are you? There were actually something going off down to his local park, and I said to Chris, well, why don't you go down there? And because they were having a fair and whatever. And Chris said, yeah, but they might be a bit funny about me getting camera out and what you're taking pictures of my kid. You know what I mean. So where did you go? Wyman Brook. He says, oh, sorry, Johnny. Oh, Johnny's telling me off now because I ain't put link in.
What?
Johnny's telling me off now because I ain't put link in.
Oh, well, slacky then, aren't I? Don't get out of my channel.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Johnny. There you are, dear.
Oh, dear. Oh. I'll pack your bags, Johnny. Deliver first class, next day delivery.
Tell you, I'm, yeah. Today. So yeah, so he actually went. Did you Wyman Brook? Were it Wyman Brook? Yeah. Anyway, so we went there, and yeah, hi Ian Drones, how are you? So yeah, he says the Reverend Man and his dog out there, quite literally.
A picnic.
It weren't that warm. I think I was sat, on a little blanket having my sandwiches and, cucumber sandwiches, you know what I mean?
To be fair, when some come out, it were quite warm and they were like open.
It might have to be a bit later than usual, Amjad, on Thursday.
Yes, 10 o'clock Thursday night, because Blades are playing on Thursday.
Yeah, so it might be at 10
Why
instead
they
of
playing
9.
on Thursday? Is anybody's guess?
Well, I don't know.
Bloody Sky, isn't it?
Anyway.
Lee!
Hello.
Hiya, Johnny. Hiya, Lee.
Hello, Johnny Timberlake.
Johnny Timberlake. That was a good one. But yeah. So yeah, it's all right. I'm just asked Chris if we're still going live on a Thursday. And he didn't realise, and he was saying today, Blazer's playing Thursday. So he says, you might have to postpone your live stream. I went, I don't go live Thursdays, you do. Talk about me having brain fog. Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell you.
Grabbed another bargain this morning.
Whoa, what you bought now?
I bought a chop saw, big flash one, right? It's £220 new, 3-month-old, 50 quid.
Cool.
It's just cut through all that wood I've been working on like in butter.
I'll bet.
I'm over the moon of it.
I bet it's sort of like.
Honestly, it sounds like you're putting a knife through Lurpak.
You'll get that summer house built in no time. Hi, Bria.
The deck's built. The deck's built now. It's that there.
Oh, very nice. It looks brand new and all.
It's absolutely mint.
Thanks,
Guy
Jim.
bought it for his the guy bought it to do a project for his dad. And his dad's only got a little shed and it's been in there for about 6 months. And he said, can you move it? And he went, well, I've got my own chop saw, Dad. Just sell it on Gumtree.
Oh.
So I whipped straight over. And I've been cutting wood all day. It's been brilliant. I've just laid all the deck right over it to see if I've got enough to do it. But the deck's already built now.
Well, that's it. And with that saw, it'll be a piece of piss.
Oh, it has, honest to God. Just marked it, cut, boom, 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 boom.
Hello.
Hiya, Lee.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Well, I say not bad. I felt shit earlier. I think it's my sinuses, to be honest with you, because it were a banging headache all across here.
That's not bad.
So I took a couple of painkillers and headed off to bed, and yeah, it's not as bad now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you can see it, Nick Keener's nicked my phone, you see. But, there's the frame.
Ooh.
All the noggins are filled in now.
Did you say you built a foundations?
It stood on paving slab.
Oh, I thought you were on about like building foundations.
No, I've raised it up off the ground to get the level spot on. So it's on paving slabs and blocks now. It's the ground.
I'm liking this new setup I've done.
Yeah, the ground's not level, so it was easy just to raise.
It's a nice picture of ours, Johnny.
That is a nice picture.
What we're on Antiques Roadshow?
It must be, mustn't it?
I'm just getting to show you. Right.
You're going to say all we could see were like ours, didn't we, in the bottom?
Yeah, there's the deck now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I ain't screwed that down yet. I was just seeing if I had enough. I've got more than enough. I've still got another stack of it.
Hi, Tim.
Hello, Jeanette, Johnny.
Hi, Tim.
Tomorrow that'll be lifted up. I'm going to stain all the deck, the frame, and then put it all back down again.
What you done to your hair, Tim? You've done something different.
Yeah, I've washed it and brushed it all forward.
I knew you'd done something different.
Oh, there's some crap on my computer.
I could tell you.
A genuine, don't you mean a genie?
Put it forward. Yeah.
Says has Johnny turned into a genie and gone on in his jar.
Yeah.
He's a genie in the bottle.
Yeah, it's probably predictive
Hi, Scotty.
text.
What the fuck?
Hi,
is
Scotty.
Hi, Scotty.
What are you on about, Chris? What's going on?
He says he didn't know how to spell genie, so he just guessed.
To the booth. I've worked out the picture.
Oh, he's even into architecture now, look.
So I can work out the pitch to see what's the figure upstairs.
Ah,
I've settled it for a
What
bunk
for
bed.
bunk beds?
I'm going to do a raised bunk bed that's like further step back, maybe under where the sofa bed thing's going to be. So, you know, like a shelf above it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like a captain.
Mattress up there.
Hi, Urbex.
I am
Hello.
saying.
Based on like a captain's bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Stop it, but now I can cut every single angle I need with that big chop saw. That's the power. It's
Fun, mate.
It's an Evolution Extreme FX2 or something. XL or something. I don't know.
Tim probably knows more about it than what I do.
Cloudy skies.
What's he waving about? What you waving about, Lee?
It's a train. I've actually painted that myself with my airbrush.
Oh,
I'm in the
hi,
proceed of
Amy. How are you?
in the proceed
Hi,
making a
Hazy.
crane at the moment. Train crane.
Ah, I thought it looked like a caravan to me.
And it's got the crane bit for it. It's just not glued onto it yet.
Oh,
Fun, mate.
Urbex says great pics on your recent vid, Chris.
Cheers, Bertie.
So yeah, I mean, you were undecided because I was feeling a bit under whether or not to go out, and I said, "Bugger off." I get a bit peace and quiet,
Got a feeling I might feel better if you nap off.
you know. It works wonders. A bit of peace and quiet, you know what I mean. I did go to bed. I felt
They
like
went out to that festival thing today. So from about 12 till about 5, I had peace. But that's why I got on most of that day.
yeah. It's surprising, isn't it, Johnny? What just that bit of peace and quiet does.
I properly squared
Back in a
it
minute,
all
Jeanette.
up. What
I've just
pieces I
just
cut,
got a
I cut all.
message I need to deal with. Back up in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
We're a good stream last night, Tim.
Yes, it was.
It
Very
was a good
stream.
laugh.
Yes, and I had about at one point I'm sure I had about 27 watching.
That's good. That is.
Yeah.
Your brother cracks me up.
Yeah.
I calls you Timothy.
Yes, I know. I hate
He knows you don't like it. That's why he does
He
it.
does it. Yeah, exactly. But I get my revenge on him, and I call him Tony because he hates being called Tony.
So
So if he hates being called Tony, what does he go by normally?
Anthony. Hi, Hazy.
since when were you in Hollywood?
What?
It says Hollywood host.
Oh, I don't fuck. Who done that? I don't know. I didn't do that.
I didn't either. Is Brian been up to his tricks again?
Probably. I'm going to change my colour.
Are you camping out?
No, I'm in my garden.
Oh, I thought you were.
I'm just on the drive. No, I'm just sat in my van just tinkering with little bits and pieces.
Oh, Yeah, because I'd seen you'd been out today, and I thought, hey, up, they've gone for a couple of days away.
No, it would be nice to be camping, though, to be honest. I'm just. I've had a couple of beers. I'm basically just sat in my van. I've been on call with Brian and Michael for a bit.
Chillaxing, in other words.
Johnny, that was a good deal you had earlier with that show, wasn't it?
I know. Tell you. Tell you.
We're like cutting through butter.
I've said this right from the beginning. Johnny's the only one that could fall in a pile of shit and come up smelling of roses.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law Chris is taking down the conservatory this week. He said if I want anything.
I can't get no chat. If there's any chat, I can't see it.
Yeah, Bexy says camping out sounds a good plan. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Yeah, no, we just went up to Pub Cove this afternoon and had fish and chips for tea. Nice though.
Yeah.
Been a nice day, actually.
It's difficult when you've got a 6-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Daniel Johnson.
It's difficult to find things for both of them to do, you know?
Yeah. They went out to that festival thing, so I got a piece of quiet.
Hi, Richard.
Oh.
Hello, Richard.
Oh, Richard.
Oh.
I'm going to say something then, and I'm sure.
Look at my van.
I forgot now.
Look at the back of my van, Jeanette.
No, nobody but me and Johnny seen that monstrosity you bought.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, make me big so I can't turn the thing around. Can't turn the camera on, can I? What of activity?
Yeah.
Look at the back of my van.
Ooh.
It's the right state.
My workshop's in the state, you're right.
I bought something for the front of you can't see it now. I'll have to show. I'll send you a picture. Actually, I'll send Jeanette a picture. She can show the picture.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we were on Struggle Street last night, me and Johnny, and Ace says, "What? I've been buying again." What you been buying now? He says, "I only paid 15 quid for it though." Oh,
Yeah,
it's like a
15 quid.
splattered frog, isn't it, Johnny? It looks like a splattered frog. It's a guitar, actually, what he's bought for 15
It reminds
quid.
me of that soap you used to get where it used to have like marble effect in it.
But yeah,
Soap or something. No.
is he frozen? Yeah, he has. But yeah, he's on about the neck and everything alone. We're worth 15 quid, didn't you?
Look, Easy. I built the deck. Look, the deck's there now.
I know. Do you know what, Johnny? I was just going through my pictures, and there was a picture of that. I was thinking, who the fuck took that picture? But for somehow, the pictures you sent, did you send me that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Well,
Jay.
somehow that have got into my photo album, and I was like, I can't remember taking that picture. Honestly, I thought I was going fucking senile.
At least it weren't no porn.
That's how quick it was with that chop saw. Just did everything. Done.
But yeah,
Started at about 12. That frame this morning with just 2 pieces of wood screwed together.
Jeanette, I sent you the picture.
I'm just checking. Do you mind, Mr. P?
Right. Come on.
Go,
Jay, Aldo.
Is he watching the football?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, it's not. I'm thinking, what the fuck's that? What's the picture he's just sent me? It says, hang on a minute.
They're not gonna be able to see it.
I'm gonna put me.
Show them the first one. Show them the other one first, so you can see what it is.
That's come up second. It was that.
That's what it is. That's what I bought, and look where I put it.
21 gigawatts.
What the heck is a gigawatt?
Yeah, well, you know what car has a flux capacitor, don't you?
Back to the Future.
Yeah, the DeLorean.
That's what I put. I mean, I know my center console's a bit messy.
Yeah, but you made that center console, didn't you?
Yeah, I made that. Yeah.
Looks good. That I like that.
Brian said to me, "Well, who's going to be able to see that?" I was like, "Me. It's for me. It's not for nobody else."
Well, that's it.
When I make stuff, everything I do is really for me. And if other people enjoy it, then that's great. But yeah, it's just I just do stuff for me, like, you know.
Totally understand. If I were building that somewhere else for me, it wouldn't have an upstairs.
Even when I'm building guitars for other people, I'm doing it for me because it's something I want to give to other people, especially if it's a gift. So it's still, I'm doing it for me.
That's
Although
it.
they're receiving it as a gift, it's still something that is, it's always for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm not too sure. No, it's only got for the
But yeah.
left there.
Johnny, look at this. I got one of those condensation things for my van. Yeah, the moisture. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how much it's taken. That's full. Make me bigger, man, Jeanette.
I used to get them for caravan, don't they?
How long's it been in there, Easy?
Been in here a few weeks.
Well, you still wouldn't think you'd get that much condensation.
No, I know. Because what happened when I left to the garage for the engine to be rebuilt, they took 3 months to do it, so it was sat doing nothing for 3 months. I wasn't very happy, to be honest, when I went back in to pick it up. It smelled like a fucking homeless dude being sleeping in it for 3 months. It was disgusting, like, and the outside was disgusting as well.
Yeah,
To be honest, I was pretty fucking pissed off with him.
I saw it roof, I thought,
Yeah, well, yeah, I showed you the video, Johnny, you know.
Yeah,
I think I made a video, actually.
He managed to get it all back to condition now.
Yeah. It's, I put a spoiler on it now as well.
Honestly, it looked shit, didn't it?
What?
The van looked absolutely shit.
Well, I picked it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, but I've got it back to how it was.
Jay says tonight we are going back to October 26, 1985. I don't want to go back that far.
No, nor do I. 85, I was only...
I was just leaving school then. That was great.
I'll go back to 1985. I don't mind.
I've been married at 5 years.
I'd go back to 85 tomorrow if I could.
85, I was 9 in 85.
85, I was 13.
Just burnt my house down. We've moved to Trowbridge, and
I think I was
things were looking up.
85, 15, 17.
I was 23.
How old were you?
13.
I was 23.
You were 23. I was 9, Jeanette.
I was 9.
And you were 23.
I'd go back there tomorrow. My God.
Oh.
Yunus was 12 in 85.
I'm just an old fart. That's all there is to it.
I can't. I'm on my phone. Everyone's tiny. I can't see.
My first lad were born in 1986. So yeah,
Johnny Timberlake.
Johnny Timberlake.
I'm not bothered.
That's a bit bigger.
Jay says he were 8.
Gina's back to school tomorrow and they're going out shopping to have an all day piece of work tomorrow. He won't have a roof by then, but you'll might see a wall. I went and bought a lot more screws today as well. I'm going through a shit.
You're making me feel old because Crypto says she would have been 5. You know, Bro said it was 12.
I know. And do you know the truth, Jeanette? We're all old. I'm old as fuck.
My kids weren't even born for another 18 years then.
Yeah, well, my eldest lad was born in 1986, 8th of the 6th, 86.
Jack was born in
1997.
2005.
Callum was born in 2002.
My eldest was born 9th of the 4th, 95.
This is depressing. Can we change subject?
Yeah, you're making me feel even more depressed.
I don't like this. I'm just going to sell out one of these bloody windows.
My lad's 37 this year.
I've got this support. I've got this feeling of support group.
I think I need a support group after this.
Jack's going to be 18 in a couple of weeks.
I know.
Who's upgraded the sex toilet?
Jack's 18th and our Callum's 21st this year.
I can't wait, to be honest, though, to go to a pub and he can buy a beer.
Buy him his first legal pint.
Yeah.
Times are hard, he can buy him one.
Honestly. Do you know when he was a baby? I said to my brother, I was sat down and like playing with him and all that. And I said to my brother, I said, what I'm going to do every single day of my life, I'm going to hold him like this and lift him above my head every single day until he's 18. So then when he's 18, I can still lift him above my head.
Why did you say that? Well, that's him got kicked again.
But obviously I didn't do that. But I've told Jack the story. So on his 18th, I've got to be able to lift him above my head.
Is that the reason for the press ups and everything?
It might be better if you're laying on the floor at the time.
Well, that's not why I've been doing them, but it's definitely going to help.
Yeah. Brian set him a challenge. He got to do 10 press ups and clap in between each one. He did it. Yeah,
do you know? Yeah, because he said to me that same day. I said, I was making a cup of tea. I said, because I'm doing 100 press ups today. I said, whilst I was waiting for the kettle to boil, I said, may as well do 20 push ups quick. He said, you can't do them on your knuckles. I was like, I think it was 10. He said, do 10 on your knuckles. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. So I went down to do it and I put my phone down so we could see. I'd done 20. He was like, what the fuck? But I'd done 20 and then finished with a clap. So I done 21 and finished with a clap, and he was like, what the fuck? That's not even normal. Then later in the day, then he said you couldn't do 10 push-ups with claps in between every single one.
No, thank you. I've got a plaster on.
I was like, put your money where your mouth is.
No, that's it. Scotty said it could make it worse, but it won't. Yes, Scotty's only 27. Hi, Tracy.
Hello. She's downstairs with Cat. The cheeky twosome are downstairs.
Is Cat still there?
Yeah.
Hi, Cat.
Oh, them two are inseparable. She's either over there or she's over here.
Yeah.
Even though the cousins are more like sisters. Plus
they like scissor sisters, Johnny.
Plus she's off my back when she's with Kath, not moaning at me.
Pardon me.
Do you know what a scissor sister is?
No.
Huh?
Is it like rock?
Well, it's like this.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
It's like this.
No, they're not. No, they're not like that. Yeah, I know what you mean now. But I've never
basically two pussies fighting in a sack.
Yeah.
No, I don't go fucking down.
Couple of growlers going at it.
I've never heard that phrase before, so I don't know what it is.
Well, you can add it to your search history.
Are you been into work today then, Richard?
No, I've been off today.
God, wonders will never cease.
Been off today, bank holiday Monday. In the morning though.
So's keen. I'm going to do the back to
bank
school
holiday Monday next week as well, isn't it? Thank you.
Yeah. That's all we're going to hear all week about Coronation.
I don't mind. It's a day off. I'll celebrate with you, Charlie. No problem.
I'm going to do Calypso Fruit School grounds. The throw fruit dog.
I know I'll not be watching it.
No.
It's like, yeah, I can understand it's a moment in history, you know. They've had mugs, they've had plates, you name it. You know what I mean?
You know
Yeah.
that cheeky kid wants us to stand up and the right, full.
But
The Archbishop of Canterbury has asked us to stand up at the screen and pledge our allegiance to him. Like hell, I will. I'm going to go outside and watch paint dry. More interesting. You can nap right off.
I ain't not far.
There's only one queen and she's not here anymore, so
I'll watch it because I like all that kind of stuff, all that pomp and shit, but I'm not really interested. For a lack of it could be Donald Trump being made the king. You know what I mean? I just like all the crap that goes with it, you know what I mean?
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's
I like watching all the gear on and stuff.
I'm going to stand it down. Richard, I'm going to watch 2 woodlice fighting.
Subscribe.
Yeah, Johnny will probably be out in garden finishing his summer ass off.
What do you mean finishing?
Ah, look at it, it's an extra day off.
I should have some shape of a roof by then.
Yeah, I were only joking, Johnny. Hiya, Joel.
I have got to build some sort of guitar stand in my van. Guitar holder.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Remember the neck thing with bottle openers? You could just do something like that, but with a different guitar holder neck on it.
What?
Remember when you did the guitar neck with the bottle opener on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do one of them, couldn't you? But have a guitar holder on it.
Yeah.
Hi, Joel.
Not a bad idea, that, Johnny.
So yeah.
So Saturday night, Jeanette, will it be the
I went to my little chop saw earlier. I gave it a stroke, Jeanette, and said, I forgot about you, love. A lot of things is that little chop saw, but it has its limits. It has to run off a bloody 110 volt power pack for us.
I'm saying nothing.
I got the compressor out. I blew all the dust, the sawdust off it when I finished.
Did you hear what Richard's just said? He says, will you be doing a coronation special on Saturday? I went, no.
We should all have to dress in fancy dress with crowns and crap on.
Yeah.
We're doing something at school. I'll just tell Keener, so. She knows my opinion has been Charles.
Big set of ears.
Who opened the WEF forum this year? Prince Charles.
I mean, let's face it, it's 70 odd now. So I don't think it's going to be long sat there. So in about another 10 years, we'll probably be having another.
Good.
I don't know. His mother lived till nearly 100.
Yeah.
Is he in his hands, though?
Potentially, that could be the only coronation we ever see, you know.
Definitely got circulation issues.
Certainly for the likes of people who are on the wrong side of 50.
I mean, it's all nonsense, isn't it? Like all the royal family and all that, it's all nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
they've all gone back to Lizard.
Meghan Markle's dad's done an interview now.
What a bitch
all nonsense, man.
Mind
you, in all fairness, he does look well.
She needs to go lay back over some cars selling burgers. That's how she started out.
Do you know there's an island where all the rich people in the world that you all admire go and do things to fucking kids?
Yeah, Epstein Island. I've got the flight list. It's very interesting.
That's a real thing, you know.
The old carry on about Andrew.
Andrew's not babysitting.
On the flight list next to Andrew's name. His brother.
This world is fucked.
Some really famous actors who I always thought were pretty cool guys, you know, action and adventure movies and that, and they're on the fucking list as well.
Yeah. Give us some names, Johnny.
No, I'll just send you a list.
Why can't you say their names?
Send you the list. FBI might be list. They've already got a file on me, I think.
They've got a file on you. There
were a lot of police with cameras around this when I went to, I went to that protest anyway in Leeds. Pretty good bunch of people. Ended up, because I couldn't walk fast because of my foot. Ended up with some hippie pushing a bike at the back. He's like, oh, yeah, we got a fucking fight, man. Yeah, fuck them all. Woo. I ain't had a bath in 6 months. Woo.
So when you say you were sat next to him,
Hi, Wayne.
No, we were walking at the back of the
oh, I thought you meant when you. I thought you said you were sat
said
next
to
to
me,
him.
the crowd organizer said you could just sit
Well,
here. if you
that
want."
just to figure
Well,
out.
No, I'm out.
Now you Wayne. Oh, he's just playing with his flashes.
His neighbours are looking out window thinking, "Fucking eat this." Yeah, put a torch behind your thumb and make it glow. That'll really freak you out.
Oh shit! Please. Listen, Disney would give anything for these flashing lights.
My light's here, remote. Huh? Remember I put remote.
Yeah, we'll say not to be outdone. Johnny's lights flash and all.
Yeah, that's remote.
That's my favourite.
Well, do you know what I'm going to do with Easy? I'm going to use the Caravan electrics and install them in the somehow. Don't use the electrics on that Caravan now, but they do work. Power pack, trip switches, all that.
Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's somewhere else thing I'm building. I'm going to use the Caravan's power supply.
For the what?
To plug the mains in to somewhere else. I'm going to use the Caravan electrics.
It's been bloody warm today.
We think it's just turned a bit cooler now.
Well, it's 20 in this room where I am. It's 22 degrees, and if you look behind me, you can see I've got both windows. 2 out of 3 windows open. It's 22.
Where are you? It's 22 degrees. Where are you?
I'm in a place called Oswald Twistle,
Oswald,
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Oh, and it's 22 degrees.
Well, in this room right here, next to where I am, it's 22 where I am.
Oh, inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Got the heating on, have you?
You are?
You got the heating on?
No, I'm not. I've got windows open. Look behind me. If you look behind me, you can see my windows.
You
are
above
open.
a pub?
He's in the top floor penthouse.
No, I'm.
Oh, yeah.
You can see my windows are open if you look behind me.
He is in.
I think it's been a nice
He's in the top floor flat, apartment, whatever you want to call it.
You can hardly hear you. It's proper quiet.
You can keep that way.
I don't know the pub. I won't be sat here talking to you.
That's cold, mate.
Downstairs, I mean,
Scotty says oldest king previous to Charles was William IV, was 64 when he became king and died at age of 71. There you go. And Wayne says it's -1 in Canada.
-1, bloody hell.
Hi, Tracy.
Must be all right.
Yeah.
That's all for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Canada.
I know. Lake Erie. Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris has been out with his camera and he says it was quite warm out, but not sort of, walking about.
Right now, the weather's all right, but if you're in the shadows, you feel
It's not mankini weather, but it's not cold.
Chris says he went to Wyman Brook and he says it weren't warm enough that you could walk about in your t-shirt, but he got like a hoodie on, if you know what I mean.
Like the polar bears and that. You never know, though, do you? I don't.
I flew my drone today.
You flew your drone?
Yeah. I took it to Pub Car.
He didn't fly his drone, but
So many people about flying.
yeah, Chris says with it being bank holiday, they were like flies round heap of shit. He says there were a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of people where I was, too. I just told them to fuck off.
But you see, this is like in our local park. They've got like
Welcome to
fairground
Wales
and,
now. Fuck off.
you know, mainly aimed at kids. You know, it was more kid orientated. Is that took up the hour?
Any more wagons running into cars?
So I says to Chris, I says, well, why don't you go down and film that? And he went, no, because I'll get accused of being a perv, and you know, with there being a lot of kids about, and don't take any pictures of Mac. You know what I mean?
Oh, stop wearing his fucking Inspector Clouseau Mac.
So that's why he went to I'm in Brought.
Yeah.
You know, I think he underestimated because it were a bank holiday and everything. Yeah.
You know, trench coat and a camera in the middle of summer is a bit suspicious.
I mean, that's terrible. Do people accuse him of that shit regular?
And with drone and all, of being a peeping Tom.
Do they say that to him a lot?
Well, not a lot, but
Fucking
It
terrible.
was hovering above the breast line.
I mean, it like just a bit further down, just up away from estate, there's like a great big massive field, and they were out there flying one day, and they put up in one of his local groups. Kathy, yeah, you basically advertising our properties, you know, so people can break into them.
Oh, it's nonsense, isn't it? You can see it on Google.
Yeah, so Chris says,
Right.
well, what about Google Earth and
Something like-
Google Maps? You know what I mean? That
It's
does
right,
exist,
isn't it?
you know.
Yeah, that's from the cat, wasn't it?
They're full of shit. Just ignore them.
Yeah, I do know.
You know what I mean? And same as Chris says, you know, it's the typical Karens, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, better off sticking to dogging.
What it
I
seems
do most
like
of the dogging. With a little bit of fucking keeping Tom in on the side.
When Richard says it's going or is in Sainsbury's, that's the code word for his dogging.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah. That's the code word to say, yeah, I'm out here, I'm out dogging, and Sainsbury's the code word, you see. But yeah.
What is it, Richard? Some flashes and you're ready for action?
I had a Polish guy come to the window the other week. I was outside Tesco, and the Polish guy come to the window the other week and said, "Do you want bonk?" I said, "There's no bonk open at this time of night. It's like 9 o'clock." I said, "Do you mean cash machine?" He says, "No, bonk." I said, "What do you mean bonk?" And then he come walking right corner with two women. I said, "No, bonk."
Would you have got two for price of one, Richard?
I said, "I struggle with bloody one, never mind two."
Hey, up, Hazel's gone.
Bonk, I thought you were about cash machine.
Oh dear.
Some weird stuff goes on after that sun goes down. Yeah.
But yeah, oh God, Richard.
Yeah, I built it pretty stoutly.
Well, what's that?
That's his place for his summer house.
Summer house, like a bloody mansion.
I think that's what Tracy's hoping.
Is that what
I ain't
Tracy's
cut the
going
ends
to
off
live
it
in
yet.
there?
I ain't trimmed the ends off yet.
Leave them on, use them as a diving board.
Oh dear.
That's 2-inch thick decking, that, so that won't rot. It's stood on blocks and spaced out paving slabs, so it's not on the ground. It's not on the floor at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's that bit raised up. But Tom is laughing when you said, "Do you need cash machine?"
Yeah.
Tracy's
Bonk.
getting
You
excited.
need a bonk.
Tracy's getting excited because she can see like development now.
She says that.
That
I
was
think
two
she means
pieces.
that's a floor. She's put flour.
Oh no. Sorry. Is that why? Could you spell upstairs, downstairs, then instead? to bloody live up in the sky. It's called the moon on your bike.
I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Whatever, Johnny.
I'll do as she requests, but she's not making it easy. I could have had a flat roof like that, but now I'm going to have to do a pitch roof like that to get this bloody bit in she wants in the roof, if you know what I mean.
Oh, dear.
I've got my sketch ready. It's there.
Oh, fire.
The roof.
He's getting plans.
I know. I said it's Johnny the architect now.
Oh, fire.
I need to work out the pitch if she wants somewhere to lay. And
Pitch, what, are you having a game of football?
It's 13 foot by 7 foot, Richard.
Bloody hell.
Do
You
you know why it's 13 foot?
Just whack the rolls
It's
off.
the longest one I had was 13 foot, so I didn't have to cut that out.
Oh, dear.
I thought you were building her a shed, not a warehouse.
No, the correct term for it, Richard, is a summer house.
Summer? Bloody hell, it's due for all year.
Well, I managed to talk her out of plumbing.
Yeah, did she want water to it?
I wanted a kitchenette in corner.
The next thing you know, she'll be doing a baking out there, Johnny.
I think she's leaving me without leaving, if you know what I mean.
Leaving me without leaving.
Yeah, so my brother-in-law's supplying conservatory doors and windows later on in the week.
She's having a conservatory.
My brother-in-law's a labourer for this builder, and they're knocking down a conservatory on Wednesday. It's all going to be skipped. Well, I'm going to turn up Wednesday with trailer and take the doors and
roses comes to mind, you know what I mean? Talking about falling in the hippie shit and coming smelling up of roses.
I a few times.
A shed with a bloody conservatory built outside.
No, he's reconstituting the windows and the doors.
That's all I want. I don't want any else of it. I've got enough wood to build it. No bother.
Yeah, he's just putting the doors and windows to good use.
I've already got windows, but let's see which one's at best.
That's it. Keeping your options open, Johnny.
Have they got leaded glass in or not?
Yeah, we're doing white chocolate cosmic blondies tomorrow. So.
Oh, have you checked that, Crypto? She's done a baking check. Hi, Joelle.
So yeah.
Where did he go?
She's right next to a barbecue as well, so she could keep an eye on burgers.
What score?
2-2. Who's that? 2-2.
Everton and Leicester.
I don't. What's happened with Leeds? It's all gone downhill a bit, hasn't it?
Just a bit.
It's sort of not a fight for who's going to get top 4 or top 3 spots. It's who's fighting who's going to get bottom 3.
Who wants bottom 3?
You know, it's a toss up between Forest, Leeds. Who's the other one?
Southampton, they're near enough down already.
Southampton.
It's Southampton, Everton, Forest, Leeds, and West Ham.
There you go. So it's all dependent on these last few games. Well, there's actually 2 lots of white chocolate in it, Crypto. There's chocolate chunks in the actual blondie, but then you melt chocolate with double cream to make the thing, and then I'm sprinkling like what they called like choco beans on top. Hiya, partner. How are you?
Okay.
So, yeah. What were I going to say? So, yeah, we're just making the one thing. So, yeah, there's white chocolate chunks in the actual blondie, and then you mix white chocolate and double cream, and it's like a ganache. But, yeah. But once you put it in the fridge and it sets, it's like a thick.
Do you know, every time you say ganache, I think, what the fuck's ganache?
Ganache, remember, Johnny, ganache is simply double cream and whatever chocolate you're using. That's
Right.
yeah. So now you can remember what a ganache is.
So I'm not going to have a sleepless night about it. I didn't
No.
anyway, but I'd make it dramatic.
We don't want you to be waking up licking your pillow.
I was going to say I haven't bit the pillow for years, but that's fucking wrong, isn't it?
quite a bit. Hiya, partners.
Johnny, Tim,
One of
and
them
Richard.
statements you shouldn't have made, kind of thing.
I was thinking
No.
Dennis the Menace's dog. We mentioned of ganache.
Hey up, Tim slicked his hair forward tonight. I says to him, I says, what you done to your hair, Tim? He says, I've washed it. He says, and pressed it down at front. Chocolate sprinkles and chocolate and cream.
We said that anything Tim was follically challenged.
Yeah, look.
I'll be honest. I've been looking.
The thing is, Tim, don't fight the curl. Because, you know what I mean? It's never going to happen. Okie dokie then, I'll see you later.
Hello.
Hi, Gaffer.
Hiya, Gaffer. But you could do with purchasing some hair straighteners, Tim. That sort of kills that, even if it's only for a bit.
We've got some rollers somewhere, Tim. Use them, pal.
Pitch, I'm going to do it with.
Straighteners, yeah, it'll straighten your kills out for a bit, but you know what I mean, after a bit.
Going to make like a prop that holds a beam.
Hi, Car.
No, that's the width of the back. It's 13 foot long in it, but this width of it's 7 foot.
Hiya. He's showing off his plans now.
7 foot. She's going, ooh, 7 foot, that's a big one.
Cap, can that bottom bunk?
I can go live in it.
What is Captain?
Tracy wants somewhere to lay out upstairs in the pitch bit on the roof.
You can have your house yourself or one week garden.
She's just been evicted by Cap.
Yeah, she
You can do like a rooftop patio.
How about a bunk bed, partners?
Tracy's gone lol. I says you've been evicted already, Tracy.
It's 13 foot wide and the depth is 7 foot.
Our house in the middle of our
Is that
street.
so you can stand up in it, Johnny?
Yeah, but I'll be hitting my head off a shelf further back.
Sure. Hey up, partner. She even wants a little kitchenette in corner.
No,
Yeah,
man.
everything, including the kitchen sink.
No, I managed to talk her out of that bit.
She just said it's my house.
Remember when I first thought about building it, I said, well, how I interrupt you on it? She said, well, do you see our wall there? That big.
I heard her say, yeah, she's moving in, Tracy. She says, Cass said she's moving in, lol. I said, you've been evicted already and he hasn't even built it yet.
Well, next thing on the list is I need insulation free if possible.
Give over.
That Kingspan's good stuff.
Yeah, but I'm wanting a large quantity of it, so you can't just put a load of triangles together like I did with porch.
Hey,
Bit of
look,
Tetris.
he's bought a saw today,
Kingspan
partner.
Tetris.
50
Oh,
quid and
it's
it's about 200 quid now. His brother's taking a bloody
big, isn't it?
conservatory down
Yeah,
on
right.
Wednesday, so he's having all windows and doors.
I've got one of them.
We're good, aren't we?
I use it to build shed. It's a game changer.
It's Evolution Fury 3 XL.
Oh, I think mine's an Evolution. I got it from Screwfix.
She's making you feel bad now, Johnny. He says, yeah, he says he got round me because it to sell caravan, so he's making me an ass.
Now I've got the proper one. I'm quite enjoying it. I was just trying to build it with whatever I had before. So that's now a bar, a portable bar on wheels. It's a bar on wheels, Richard. I took the windows out and made a big shelf on top of it, so it looks like a bar.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, in the parties you can wheel it out in front.
I actually built a little bar in the front room.
I've had one in there.
When you have the grand opening, we'll all come round and have a party.
Now,
That's a bar it called.
yeah, and we had bottles upside down so you could get.
I had optics.
Optics, yeah.
I took a sofa out of a caravan as well, so it had a big double bed that folded out. And then when you walked out the other double doors, Jeanette, you walked into a big workshop. All the garden that were like that, and the garden were like that. I built it all on decking. Up in there.
Chris says that hole that Johnny dug out, is that going to be toilet?
Got the Italian sunken garden.
No, I'm going to make you walk the plank.
Does that mean we've got to bring his own porta potty then?
No, what it means is that barbecues on, you can keep an eye on burgers through window.
You're going to be in here, and they'll go and live in the garden.
Oh dear.
We'll give her a nice little deck step up to it as well. Like that.
And make it steps and all, Johnny.
Nice steep steps, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Make them about like 5 inches wide each step. 2 big ones.
You only need I would say you only need a couple.
I'll just make the box
put it
and
upstairs,
just put it in front of it and screw it to it. It'd be like cutting through butter with that chop saw thing there.
And you have to treat alt wood.
I know.
No.
I'm lifting it back off tomorrow. I only wanted to see if it all fit properly today.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm going to number it so it's easy to put it back down again.
Instead of painting by numbers.
Airfix
No,
kit.
I faced it perfectly so they all joined on the nuggins, crisscrosses and all that. So I'm just going to number them all, take them back off, stain all the decking, put them back on. Well, the frame, I'm staining all the frame before I put alt over the top of it.
Well, that's it, Johnny. If you're going to do a job, you got to do it right, haven't you?
I'm going to try my spray compressor for the first time.
Ooh.
It'd be easier, quicker than bloody painting it with a brush.
I was going to say, you'll have it done in no time with that.
I've got a big compressor machine now, haven't I?
Oh,
I've got all the connectors now to spray.
Oh, that'd be easy then, wouldn't it? And painting.
And you know what that stain stuff's like? It's like water anyway, so it shouldn't log.
Yeah, but don't have good clothes on though.
Oh yeah, I can't. Well, I'm in my shit clothes now.
Oh, she's only looking out for you, Johnny.
Is that football not finished yet? Is it finished yet, football?
Oh, everybody shouts at me.
Yeah, but you won't listen.
What's up, Richard?
That's football not finished yet.
I think so, yeah.
Down by all means, do what.
Chris says he's got a porta potty she can use.
But yeah, it's finished, hasn't it? Yeah.
Leeds are well and truly screwed.
Leeds
Well,
are
it
all
was
right.
Leicester and Everton, I think.
Leeds are out the danger zone for now.
I don't know where it stands at the moment.
Leicester are in shit.
Let me just have a look.
Leicester, Everton, and Southampton are in the bottom three.
Which meant we are.
Forest are just outside, and Leeds are
No,
just
Forest are in the relegation zone with Everton. Southampton,
and
Everton,
Southampton.
Forest,
Right.
Leeds, Leicester.
I'm just going to go grab a coffee, Jeanette. Me mum,
Okie dokie, Johnny. Not coming up with thing.
Yeah, Leeds are 30 points. They're 2 out with goal difference. They're okay.
Rotherham won Middlesbrough 1-0. Blackburn and Lincoln 1-1.
Yeah, Blackburn. Bloody another draw. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
Losing.
Yeah, Forest, Everton and Southampton are all at bottom 3.
Unbelievable. That's 4 draws on top Blackburn have had.
Be all right if you do it pools.
Unbelievable.
Remembers pools.
Yeah.
Tracy says, no, that's my fire pit, Chris.
Do you know they try to stop National Lottery from going ahead?
I have to tell you something else and all. You know, when Chris went to match on Saturday, they got a trophy for being promoted and coming in like second. Now, this Paul Merson has slated them right good and proper because they were posing with this cup. I says to Chris, well, there's no Chris reckons he's an Arsenal fan or something. He says, well, there's no, slating them. Just, let them enjoy the celebrations. You know what I mean? He were a Dolly Downer, he were Paul Merson.
Yeah, it's Paul Merson, bloody hell.
Wasn't he a naughty boy when he were a player?
Yeah.
He were an alcoholic once he finished being a player, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that Joey Barton, he's got a screw loose and all.
Oh, he's an outy bugger.
And they put him in management. Well, they did. But
Yeah, drink driving.
What did he get done for drinking and driving?
He's been done for drink driving.
Well, he's, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones at him.
Alcoholic, addicted to gambling.
He's done it all.
Yeah.
But that phrase comes to mind. People throwing stones in glass houses. You know what I mean?
I think he's skint now, Paul Merson.
Well, it come up on Wes Brown that used to play for Man United. He's bankrupt.
Oh, there's loads of them are. They got all this money. They go taking drugs, drink, and God knows what, gambling.
But this is the thing. I mean, I watched the reality series, Real Housewives of Cheshire, and him and his missus were on that, right? You ought to have seen arse that they got, indoor swimming pool, indoor jacuzzi, all that crap. Our times of, you know what I mean?
How can it do any good giving somebody 200,000 a week who's only 20-year-old?
Exactly.
How can that do them any good?
Exactly.
How can that be any good? Obviously, that's not going to do anybody any good.
Oh,
it's madness.
What Nescott sneezes again?
It's absolutely madness, but that's what they do.
I don't want to inflict that on anyone.
But I mean, there were a story on Google, I think it were today. A guy won 105 million on Euro millions, I think, and it were only like in 2019. And he's sort of saying, I wish I'd never won it now, because he were a builder and he misses like banter at building yard and, you know, his mates and everything.
Oh, some people can't handle money.
Pardon me.
Say,
And after
it's
Chris
worse
said,
things happen to him.
well, just because he's got 105 million, don't mean to say that it's got to stop working. You know, it's not written in rules that you've got to stop working once you win a substantial amount.
No, but
You
if
know
you're
what I
going to
mean?
carry on if you're going to carry on with your normal life, you're better off just not bothering entering the competition in first place.
But it did say that, like, it donated quite a bit to some like local charities. You know what I mean? Like £50,000 to local community project and things like that. You know what I mean? So I says to Chris, I says, well, at least it sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders, and you know, it's not sort of go in and blow it. Yeah, they've bought a new house, but it's not gone out, you know, spending millions on all these sports cars and, you know, helicopters and daft stuff like that. You know what I mean? But he says, you know, he wished he'd have never won it because he misses his old life. I mean, it did say he lived in a quite a 3-bedroom, like, ex-council house or something before he won lottery, what they'd bought, and then he won lottery. You know what I mean? He says basically it were a curse because now he's got more money than he knows what to do with.
That's a hell of a curse to have. You can curse me with that every day.
Chris said,
yeah.
Well, you know, I won't turn my nose up at it.
That problem.
You know what I mean?
People that get it can't handle the money. Just spend it all away or get taken advantage of.
Look at that Mikey Carroll.
Yeah, well,
he went right off deep end once and he only won about 9 million.
Yeah, and he's back on dustbin wagons.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Mind you, I think half of that's gone up his nose.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
You know,
a big mansion.
There was one guy who won this money. He said, you know, there's people who went to school with it. You know, got in touch. Local church were asking for a donation and stuff like that. They all come out of woodwork.
Yeah,
that's what Chris has always said, partners. He says if we ever won a substantial amount of money, he said there'd be people knocking on my door and saying, oh yeah, I can remember you at school, Pixie, blah blah blah, and he say, well, you didn't want to know me before I won money, so cough.
Yeah.
And the day you just don't go public with it. You don't tell people you've won it.
Yeah, same as that's what Chris has always said. Didn't want to know me before, so why do you want to know me now? Yeah,
money talks.
Right.
Got to do something. 3 colleges, you end up killing the little twat. She's saying you got at Seaside this summer. Yeah, you got to do something with it. Into it 6 3 colleges other than wanting to kill the little twat.
Oh dear. But yeah, you know what I mean. Same as Richard says, I wouldn't mind.
Well,
you know,
I'm going to need a fucking.
It's a nice problem to have. You can throw it my way anytime you want.
Oh yes, yep.
I wouldn't squander it. That's for sure. I wouldn't deny it. I'd go to a garage and get the flasher's car. I would. That's the first thing I'd do. But
oh yeah, you've got to get a car.
Hello, little bubbles pop.
You see, we've sort of said first thing we do is buy a decent house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buy a nice car and a house.
Aye.
No, you don't go all out with a house. You get a big mansion. It costs money to
Well,
run.
I don't necessarily mean a mansion, but
Oh,
something
no.
bigger than what we've got
But
now.
that's what some people do. All go out and buy a £3 million mansion and think they made it. They don't
Peter
realise,
Gates, I think I'd cut down on the overtime if for 105 million.
what overtime? I don't do overtime. That
If
word
I
doesn't
won
exist.
250 grand, I'd cut down on the overtime. I'd cut down on all the time.
It wouldn't.
But I mean, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people. I mean, like he said, he misses. Yeah, he used to work on a building site, and he misses the banter that he used to have with his workmates, and you know what I mean? Which, yeah, you can understand. But it's like this. You know, you've got that kind of money in bank. Why would you want to go to work?
If it's got that kind of money in bank, why don't you just build a few houses?
People said, "Oh, I wish I could give up work."
Why don't you employ his mates to build some houses, and then he can start some banter?
But it's not only that as well, Richard. It's like spending money to accumulate money, if you know what I mean. If he builds brand new spanking houses, he's going to get top notch money for them. He could get his mates to build them for him.
You could start his own building firm.
Mega
buy the company.
Yeah, and then say, well, look, you know, once they're sold, each person that's worked on that building or building site, you're going to get a bonus or X amount of pounds. You know what I mean?
Remember Victor Kayan with Remington shaves as close as a blood or your money back?
Just obscene amount to have anyway in first place. You know what I mean?
I was so satisfied I bought the company.
Was that Remington who said that?
Yeah, I said that.
Close as a blade. You could get closer with a bloody axe than a Remington shave. Absolute crap.
Yeah, it was clever. Was the late great Victor Kayan? She's as close as a blade, though. Your money back.
Yeah, well, he must have been given a lot of money back because it's nowhere near as close a blade. You can't
he was so satisfied he bought the company.
Didn't say that while he was flying with private jets.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's you sit there dreaming about winning lottery, but you know, I mean, I'm like this. I wouldn't mind winning. Not. I can't even say $1 million. You know what I mean? Just enough to buy a house, be comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm not greedy like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just enough, you know, that we can live comfortably and afford to buy a new house and probably a new car or whatever. You know what I mean? But I mean, you think about it as well. 105 million. There's no way in a person or man in particular that you could spend 105 million. You know, no matter how hard you try, you could never spend.
You could if you went and bought something stupid things like you could go.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at interest that it's gaining on a weekly basis as well.
21 grand a day on 105 million.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could easily live off the interest alone without even touching rest on it.
Roughly 200 a day on $1 million, so you know you can work it out that way.
That much?
200 a day on $1 million.
Well, at current interest rates, I know they're going up.
Well, no, not at current. Maybe about a year ago it was. I only know that because I watched somebody who won the documentary on a lottery the other night, and it said this guy had won 8 million. He come down from Scotland to collect his money, and she says, well, it's about 200 every day interest on $1 million, so you've got 8 times that every day, and he puked up.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're like money savvy, as I've just said, you can live on that interest alone.
You
Can't
should be
you?
able to. If you're living on a lot less now, you should be able to live off that easily.
You know, once you've sort of bought what you've got to do,
Bloody hell.
you know what I mean? Even at £200 a day, it's still, yeah, a
Oh, you're right.
significant amount per week.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
Oh dear. I'll do it for 50p.
50p.
I can't say that. I've spent about 30 quid in screws.
You know, people
But
say,
yeah,
invest
you know
it.
what I mean?
You've 100 million, invest it and all this. Why? Why invest it? Just leave it in bloody bank. There's no need to invest it. You've got 100
You see,
million.
that's the thing as well,
What's
Richard.
the point?
I got
When-
those
when-
floating screws as well.
You know when you win out on lottery, they appoint a financial advisor to you straight away. I mean, whether you take their advice is a different kettle of fish, but that's one of the things that they do first off is they appoint a financial advisor to you,
Yeah.
and you know it's how can I put it?
Through 2 boxes already.
I've always said if we did win a substantial amount, I'd make sure my family and my friends are well taken care of. You know what I mean?
I'd say you'd give a lot away, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. I'd make sure everybody were, you know, that's looked after me would be well looked after. If you know what I
First
mean.
thing I'd do is give a lot to my family. Then I'd go and
Hey?
find one of these hitmen, and then I'd sort the people out who pissed me off in my life.
Chris says, don't forget my top of the range camper van.
That's one thing I wouldn't buy. My God.
I would just to get him out from under my feet.
Bloody camper
Why
van.
camper van? Now, but go all out, get a nice motorhome.
No. What the hell
100
did
grand will
you
get
do?
you
Chris
something
should
nice.
invest in one of these great big Winnebago things.
No, have you considered that, partner, with all the driving about you do with your caravan? Haven't you considered a motorhome?
Nah.
Finding somewhere to park the bloody thing if you use it
Well,
all.
when you only park it on site, you know, if you want to go to Aldi, you got to take it all with you.
Oh, that is true.
It's all right if you're stopping in just one place overnight and moving on.
I forgot to tell you, Johnny.
I could use it for doing my 45-degree angles.
Chris, what is that? You went to have your beard shaved, trimmed? Yeah. Went to that.
Nowhere near the trim stage yet, you little.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute, Johnny.
Problem is, if you want that kind of money, you couldn't just do now. You'd have to find something to do.
He weren't all that pleased because they took a bit too much off.
I build a lot more
See
stuff.
what
You
Pete
can
Kane's
just-
for.
You know, I can describe.
You could buy the Love Bus factory, Richard.
Perhaps buy a Wish or whatever it's called and shut it down. Sack them all.
But yeah.
Hey, that's a thing. Do you think anyone's ever, like won
Right,
the
yeah, I'll buy
lottery,
the
then
BBC
bought the employer's company and shut it down,
I'll do that with BBC.
and bought the place, bought the work.
I'll buy the
shut it down.
BBC and shut it down.
The thing is, like
Don't think
Chris
you
has
buy the
just
BBC.
said, you know,
Oh, shut it
buy him a camper van first. If it's one of these great big, massive American style camper vans, I could, you know what I mean? I could whelp her up with that because they're massive, aren't they? Some of these.
Coach, all them coach conversions.
But I mean, some Americans, they're massive. They've got sort
Well, what
of
do you think, size-wise?
full size
13
beds
by
in them, and
Well, if you've done all that money,
thing I'm
what
building
would
is
you mobile
13
home
by 7.
for? And you
Well,
could
that's
go
a good size caravan,
live in a
really.
luxury apartment somewhere and have somebody wait on you with all that money. You know what I mean?
I'll be bored.
There's no way I'd be
Everything
doing
you
the
think
chemical
about,
toilet
you don't
trick.
do it.
I've got
You don't do
105
it for long.
million in bank.
but
I just build more shit, Richard.
but think of it this way, Richard. With one of them, you could go anywhere in the world.
You can anyway. You've got 105 million in bank. You can go anywhere, literally.
Well,
anywhere.
yeah, but
I think you could even actually go to outer space if you speak to the right people.
Yeah, I've a word with Elon Musk.
You know, I'm sure he.
In fact, he's going to be doing it as Elon Musk.
I'd need him to sort his reliability issues out first before I booked a ticket with him.
What do you mean reliability issues?
Yeah, half the stuff he sends up blows up.
Well, that's called testing. That's called prototype and testing.
Oh,
That's how we find out stuff.
Fantastic.
And that's how they improve stuff.
His cars are rubbish. His cars are rubbish.
I don't care about
what are the Tesla? Are they a Tesla?
You're paying the
Yeah,
double the
Tesla
price
cars
of a normal
are
car. The
rubbish.
batteries last 5 to 6 years, and then it costs you 30 grand to replace the batteries on them. Absolute crap. The build quality is crap as well.
That's if they don't blow.
Well,
That's
when
if they
we
don't,
went down to
Johnny,
your
that's
bro,
if they
we
don't blow
passed
up in the
two.
process.
Yeah,
You know
and if you have
what
any
reliable
accident
car
at
by
all,
what car?
insurance companies will not touch
Android
them. They
Discovery.
will not insure a damaged electric vehicle. They won't have anything to do with them.
No.
And when they go bang, and even the fire service can't put them out. They have to just let them burn out. Literally, they can't put them out.
Is that basically because it's electrics?
Yeah, the lithium batteries, when they go bang, they go bang.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Anything though, slightest bump in electric car, the insurance company write it off. They're not, can't sell them off to them. So
I've
they're
seen
going
the
out of the
videos.
oh, cheaper though.
Somebody,
With 5 to 6 years, the batteries are knackered. If it's cold weather, you're getting half the range you think you're getting.
They probably thought it were a good idea at the time. You know what I mean? It's like everything else.
Well,
You know what I mean?
lots of them, so somebody
My
likes.
brother's got a Tesla. And now the cost of electric, the cost of charging one up, it's cheaper just to run a normal car.
Oh yeah.
And then they're trying to take one of them offers as well.
I think Teslas are one of them. I think all
It was
electric
a
cars.
fad, wasn't it?
End of the day, if you're in a warm country, I think they're a good thing. But in this country, I
Plus,
don't-
the lithium in the batteries has to be mined out of bloody.
So I mean, this might be a bit of a stupid question, but you know, like these hybrid where they run on like fuel and electric, ain't they?
They're not a bad idea, then. They work great.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're on about these lithium batteries and it not being
hybrid.
a good idea,
Hybrids are a different kind of. It's a different kind of batteries.
oh. You
What
see,
it is, you got small
this is why
petrol
I
engine.
have, you know, I'm not.
You got small petrol engine constantly keeping the batteries charged.
Oh.
That's why if you see all taxi drivers, they all drive them Aventis, Toyota Aventis.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say quite a lot of taxi drivers around here
Not
have got
Aventis,
hybrid
Prius.
ones.
Prius, they
Yeah.
drive.
Only problem is you don't hear them coming, do you? Like,
And I sort of, that's what I was wondering. You know what I mean?
Find this whipping boot.
It's sort of like a conflict if you've got like, you know, you've got petrol and you've got also got electric. In you know, there's some chance. But anyway, you've answered the question anyway, Johnny, about it being a totally different
oh
battery.
dear. The Miss Whippy Lip Lash bloody kinky winky fucking tipsy wincy. Well, we lose complete control of the chat.
I'll just let him go on with it, Johnny. Oh dear. But yeah, you know what I mean? And it makes me laugh about, by 2030, you know, there's going to be no petrol cars, there's going to be no diesel cars, everything's going to be electric.
It's never going to happen.
happen. That's guaranteed.
And I says to Chris,
They
I
will
said,
not get rid of petrol and diesel cars.
no, and I
I
says to Chris, I says, I don't think
Hydrogen engines.
I don't think it'll ever happen
No.
because you think of the millions of pounds these oil sheiks are going to lower if they're not producing oil to make petrol and whatever.
The problem is people buy these electric cars and think they can just plug them into a plug socket.
Hi, Dr. Smith.
It doesn't
No.
work like that.
No, it doesn't.
Take about 20 hours to charge one
If you
if
buy
you
a
do that.
Nissan Leaf now, a brand new Nissan Leaf, in a normal socket, it's 32 hours to charge it up. That's no use to nobody. You have to have the special sockets put in with the high amps and all this.
Yeah, or like a speedier charge.
Yeah, it's a special socket.
What call them
that runs
quick
off-
chargers, don't they?
runs off the grid and pulls more.
And
out.
then you have to
Come
ask for planning permission to put one on your own house.
Mate of mine bought a Tesla and he had it for 1 year and he sold it, and he actually sold it for $5,000 more he paid for it. He sold it to a company called Cinch. Have you ever heard of Cinch?
Cinch, yeah. Oh, it's a Cinch then.
Yeah.
He sold it to a firm called Cinch and he got $5,000 more than he paid for it. And
Is it a weird smell?
it was a brilliant car. I mean, acceleration on it were obscene.
Oh, they are.
Obscene.
I've been sat in our poles. You just like
Yeah,
that.
obscene.
Instantly. Boom. You're off.
He has one of them, what do they call them? Big four-wheel drive Porsches. What do they call them?
Cayenne.
I am.
Cayenne.
Cayenne, that's it. Yeah, the Cayenne. He has one of them now, and he says it feels like he's driving a disability scooter.
Smith
in
says
comparison
yeah.
to Tesla.
The trip with Callum looked very exciting.
No acceleration.
Well, it was.
But yeah, you know, but at the end of the day, it's down to what the individual, you know, wants from a motor. Let's just say.
There's too much money at the moment.
You know what I mean? But I think same as Richard. I don't think it's ever going to happen that we're going to be fully electric. Never.
Not for a long
We
time.
don't have they ain't got the system.
It's never
in
going to
there.
happen.
They keep shutting everything down.
One day it'll have to happen, but certainly not in my
No,
lifetime.
You don't throw away the internal combustion engine because of fuel it uses.
Well, you look at the same as I've just said. You know, these oil, you know, princes or whatever. They soon go out of business when you know what I mean. Yeah, you know, it's not just petrol and diesel and that sort of stuff, but it's a pretty big majority.
Problem is, they have the technology to make electric cars go longer, but they won't do it. They
It's
just
a
won't.
throwaway
I still think it's a
society.
complete answer. You don't just wholesale throw away the internal combustion engine, just replace it with an electric car that runs on batteries.
No.
No, yeah, I think it's. I could, you know what I mean, with all these, you know.
One day it'll come, but it won't be in our lifetime.
No, I don't think so either, Richard.
No, it won't be in our lifetime.
You just need a replacement fuels. Germans and Italians were kicking off ban on new combustion engine cars.
But who's going to come up with this alternative fuel then? You know what I mean?
They are out there. It's just oil companies. They won't have none of it.
And all this business.
Hydrogen engines are pretty reliable.
But
Can you imagine if they invented a car that run on water?
No.
Yeah.
They did. And the guy that
You know, built Creek we had to paddle.
Can you imagine if it were a drought?
You know what I mean?
They did, and the guy that
They
invented
did.
it. said
mentioned
it's
it's a car.
Yeah, Johnny's right. In theory, if you do electrolysis with water, it can produce a fuel.
constant current that can run a generator. Well, a battery.
You know what I mean? It's all circumstance at the moment. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody's got a crystal ball and can sit there and say, well, in 50 odd years' time. You know what I mean?
Father-in-law, I mean, I say ex-father-in-law, he has a new Nissan Leaf and it suits him down to grand, you know what I mean?
Oh, was it 50-mile range?
He does grand range.
Me.
They've got a terrible range of Nissan Leaf, and that's when he's got 64 plate Leafs. You know, gets 50 mile out with a single charge.
He gets a lot more than
Useless.
that, a lot more than 50 out of his.
Well, if it's a new one, they've probably improved it, but
It's a new shape, it is. It's not the crappy, horrible bloody shape.
if you ask me, I'll leave it out.
But
Hi, Grandpa Kevin.
Kevin.
it suits him down to ground.
Hiya,
It
Kev.
doesn't go right for him, but you know,
You're right there,
somebody
Dom.
like me, electric would be no good because I do a lot of miles.
Oh, Brother Lee.
Hello, I was here
Who
before.
still can't spell.
It were in corner crying.
Spells what incorrectly.
And everything.
What have I spelled what in?
Say it. Come up with a recommendation.
Oh, what?
What? Have I missed something here?
Yeah.
No, I says you've been crying in corner because Everton's played Leicester, and they squandered a lead. But at least you're not at bottom three.
It's
Lee,
video.
that's the main thing. Are they?
What got from the shop to help me with the hobby?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Smith says it's
It's not even a
bullets.
fucking sentence. It's just a string of words.
I know.
What we on about now? Partner.
Lee's latest
The
video.
video. I know. I need to go back and correct it because it's had some good views.
Get more
I've got-
views if you wrote proper English.
I've got a lot of stuff coming out.
Not being
review
funny,
video.
Lee. You know,
To
it
kill
will,
bamboo.
it
No.
will help.
Yeah, chop it down.
Yeah.
Pandas. Panda bears. Actually, bamboo.
Yeah,
Not
no,
good
very
for
good.
buy a couple of pandas.
You know,
Yeah,
they do
but-
pandas to eat, shoot some leaves.
I can't find those partners on Amazon.
Did you hear a word of that?
Something
Yeah.
about Fathom Amazon.
Yeah.
Did
Did you hear it now?
Hear what?
No, I said. Did you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah. I can't find Windows Disk on Amazon.
Here,
The one I want for that computer.
I've just
downloaded
downloaded it, Kevin.
Kevin,
Media
you can
from
use a hair.
Microsoft.
Kill it.
It says what
Yeah,
kills.
I'm just gonna get the. I was just gonna buy the disc.
It says pouring boiling
Okay,
water
I
over
was just
the
trying
roots
to-
is one of the most straightforward methods of bamboo control. All you need to do is dig around the bamboo to expose the roots, then pour boiling water onto them. There you go.
Yeah.
So
Boiling
yeah,
water,
so I'm now
boiling,
giving
boiling,
advice
boiling.
on how to gardening advice now.
I used to pour boiling waters on dandelions and it killed them instantly, literally before your eyes.
Yeah. Well, this it says we
I
like
eat them.
Terry.
Don't you be doing that, Richard? I eat them.
What version of
Okay,
Windows do you
right.
have to, Lee? Lee,
Lily.
Windows
That's a
10.
3.1.
is after what?
Yeah, well, if you go to Microsoft, you can download installation media, burn it to a disk, and run the installation disk and get it installed.
Bernard doesn't work on this
How hard
laptop.
is it?
Bernard does. Yeah, Bernard
Lee,
doesn't
what
work on this
version of
laptop.
Windows are you after?
A version to put on a
Use-
complete install.
Well, no,
Yeah, but what version?
Lee,
10,
listen to
11,
me. Listen to
what?
me. If it's an
no.
ISO,
Ted,
you can open it up and it creates a virtual CD-ROM drive when you open an ISO, and you can
Straight off it. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I've just gone on Amazon.
Why?
You get Windows
Or
10
put it on
now.
Or you can create a USB installation
I know.
stick. There's options.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kevin. It says thanks, Jeanette.
yeah, I've been
So you've
looking.
got to dig
I
round
just can't
roots and
find
pour boiling
anything.
water on it.
The money's there to do it, but I've got the computer shop want too much to do it.
What do you mean they want too much? How much do they want?
They want 160 quid.
You can get it off Amazon for less than 80. I'm looking
I
at
know,
it now.
that's what I mean.
Well, order it off Amazon. You get Windows 10 off Amazon for less than 80.
Yeah. What's she ringing me for?
I'm looking
I
at
don't
it.
have
I
that
just dropped the link in the
problem.
chat.
I've got Windows on my laptop.
You got that Google thing?
Jeanette, I just dropped a link in the chat for Grandpa Kevin.
But surely you can just go to the Microsoft website and download it.
That's
Are you
how
sure
I-
you have?
I see what Terry's important. Sorry, Terry, I didn't notice it earlier on. But yeah, it's terrible. You can't write proper English, never mind spell. His English is really, really poor.
Were you asking me if you could put a link in, Tim? Or
Oh, no, it's put.
No, it's
Kevin
not-
asking about your
it's
bamboo and.
I just put a link in. That's what I'm saying to you. I put a link in now for you, Jeanette. I'm sorry, I should have asked first.
No, I mean, I couldn't understand whether you were asking me if you could put a link in or telling me that you'd put a link in, and it's only just this minute come up.
I was telling you that I'd put a link in. No.
But no, I mean, you know, by all means, you know what I mean. But I couldn't understand what the question, whether you were asking me or telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, that's the problem with Windows. It's forever updating. Now with this works on the Chrome iOS or something. No updates, no nothing, because it don't run on Windows. Oh yeah, there's every now and again there's like updates, because obviously your settings.
It's the same, yeah. Get updates on Android.
Android.
But I'm quite satisfied with this laptop. You know what I mean? And this and the it's like you sign in at the very beginning, and it signs you into all your apps that you've got running, like Canva and YouTube, and we're having to sort of remember this password, remember that. I mean, you know what I mean? Lee's frozen.
It's trying to download Windows.
I just dropped in a link here to download Windows 10, and you can, obviously can't burn it to a disk, but you can put it onto USB.
Onto a memory
install
stick,
up a USB. Yeah.
Everybody's talking about you shooting him down because we're spelling, etc. Chris is dyslexic, so he's not all that clever at, you know what I mean? And I understand it from both sides. Callum's got learning difficulties. He always...
I'm not being funny at all.
His spelling's brilliant.
It's not as if it's his first rodeo.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I understand it from both sides of the fence. Whenever Chris wants anything spelling, he asks me. You know what I mean? So the sort of how can I put it? Yeah.
It's weird.
It don't cost anything to check the spelling, if you know what I mean.
It's weird things that catch me out. Like you'd be typing something, and say somebody comes along and you type somebody's name, Keith, and you have to stop and think about it. You know, is it I-E or E-I? And it's always that kind of crap that throws.
There is people out there that are brilliant spellers, and this is what I'm saying. There's such like as Chris. It don't stop him from doing anything, but he is dyslexic. You know what I mean? And if he's unsure about something,
Mhm.
he asks me. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to check your spelling. Yeah, I bet you can. This is like I have to spell Constantinople. But yeah,
I always think that.
just so everybody's clear, I'm not, you know, I'm not agreeing with partners, but I'm just saying, not everybody's. Yeah, there is sort of certain reasons why people are bad at spelling. You know what I mean? Now, I don't
It's not,
know.
you know, what I'm saying is it's not his first rodeo, is
Oh
it?
yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
It's them words that do me. I think, bloody hell, is it?
But we've pulled him up before on spelling what.
but yeah, you know what I mean. It's not like he's not been told. You know what I mean? But yeah,
And like I say,
I'm not sort of, I'm on fence about this because I know, no, that's fine, Terry. You know what I mean?
No problem, no problem, Terry. You've not said all wrong. Don't worry about it.
It was the fact that I know the problems that Chris has because of his dyslexia. You know what I mean? But it's like, well, put it this way: it released a video the other day on yeah, the appreciation lap or whatever they did when they were down at Lane, and he asked me how to spell appreciation. But you know what I mean?
I'll be honest, I can't fault anything that Chris has done.
But I'm just saying, you know, people do have spelling problems, you know, but it always helps if you check first before you know. It's all right going gung-ho, and it's like Chris. Before he put his video out, he asked me how to spell appreciation. You know what I mean? So, sort of now we've got that cleared up. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean.
Sometimes I think humanity's regressing in general.
But this is the thing, Kinky. Not everybody is good at spelling. But it's not. Same as like Partner says as well. This Google. No, Chris said this Google spell check. You know, there's the means out there to check before you jump in feet first to check your spelling. I mean, I've got one on this computer, and if I spell out wrong, it underlines it. So you just right click on your mouse and it comes up with correct spelling.
Grammarly is another one that I've got.
Who? But yeah, Chris says he's got Grammarly as well. You know what I mean? There's all these resources out there for people that can't spell or can't have problems with spelling. But anyway.
I can't spell. I use my Alexa.
The reason why we haven't got Lee is because we tell him and it's called.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what Chris just said. You know, the reason why, you know.
This is the thing. What idiot invented the word dyslexia and put a Y and an X in it? That's going to confuse us all, isn't it?
That's it. You tried to confuse us all.
A Y and an X for a dyslexic person. One word.
But yeah, you know what I mean. This is the thing, you know, bro. It's you know, we get by. No, but the thing that's Partners is trying to say, the amount of times that we've told Lee.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not his first time.
Chris has told him, I've told him, Partners told him. You know,
it just wants him to sink in.
Right. Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Chris had a go at Lee on Tuesday night, and he says there's an S in Tuesday, Lee. Hi, Jennifer. But yeah, you know what I mean. There's,
Hi,
you know,
Jennifer's mashup.
it's a case of, you know what I mean. You tell him, but it's not going in, or you know, he's not listening.
He's in here. Not the other.
Never mind. We can't all be geniuses.
Yeah, unfortunately, some people can't be out.
not that I'm saying I'm a genius, far from it.
Well, your baking's genius.
Well, not always. You know, we do have as hiccups every now and again, and I don't mean like quite literally hiccups. But you know what I mean? This is the thing. You know what they say about best laid plans and everything, and it don't always...
Yeah, get ripped up in loads of tiny pieces and flushed down the toilet.
Yeah, well, there's a lot at our place at work, and we have all jobs on a spreadsheet on television screens in about 4 different places. And he goes every morning, he looks at it and goes through all grammar and puts capitals where they should be and all that lot. And when he buggers off, I just put them all back.
I go down.
Google spreadsheet, so you can go back to previous thing, just one click, and you can go back to when it was last saved. Because I just think if you got time to do that, we need to find you something else to do. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's going crackers.
The way I look at it, Richard, so long as everybody in the workplace understands,
as long as you know what it means.
There's no use for, you know, well, that should be a capital I, or this should be a comma, or a full stop after that sentence, or whatever. You know what I mean?
I use capitals in chat simply because I just can't be bothered. I just put one hand over and type, you know, like I just said, hello, Jennifer, and it's in little letters because, you know, I just couldn't be bothered putting both my hands to the keyboard, but it means exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. You know what I mean? It's yeah.
Oh, looks like I've opened the right can of worms.
Yeah, but I mean, we all admit, Kathy, that none of us is perfect.
That's a can of worms behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But, you know, I can honestly say, hand on heart, that none of us is perfect.
Correct. You try and work out where a comma goes.
Perfect.
That's a tin of Bill Gates.
You know, none of us can sit here and say hand on heart that we're perfect, because by a long shot, no.
I mean, how many times have you wrote a word and put a comma at the end on its own? Never.
I mean, like it's like this. I mean, I've made balls up doing a live stream for 9 a.m. rather than 9 p.m. You know what I mean? And that sort of, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
all that it matters.
But yeah, nobody can sit there with, you know, and say that they're perfect, because they can't.
I'll show you some. Hang on, where's it going?
And Gordo says he's perfect to being an arsehole. You know what I mean? I look at and like going and until then I will accept.
I don't think he was too bothered about his grammar.
It's like this. You know what I mean?
Even alive.
I'm like Marmite.
That's how it gets at work last night, that, and he was obviously very inebriated.
Just a bit.
Sometimes you just got to sit down.
I've got to sit down and take a nap.
Oh, we get some right cases. It's quite entertaining sometimes on a Saturday night. It's better than watching telly. Because there's a pub just down this road here, so they stagger out and they always end up falling on our railings.
But yeah, you know what I mean? And I always say, I'm like Marmite. You either love me, hate me. You know, I am what I am, and I don't put no airs and graces on. I don't make out to be anything other than what I am. You know what I mean? And you know, if you like me, you like me. If you don't let door catch on or something way out. You know what I mean? There you have it. So there you go. Me, mum, I can't stand the stuff, but hey ho.
I've never had it. I don't even know what it tastes like.
Oh dear. Chocolate Monster says it's a crime eating chocolate without her. Hiya, James. How are you? He tried to do it,
James.
Chocolate Monster, without anybody noticing. I'll tell you the truth. He thought he could eat it on sly without anybody noticing we're eating it.
I've no goodies. Nothing.
Thought you'd have got another chocolate orange, Richard.
No, I've not been in Sainsbury's today.
So in other words, you haven't been dogging today.
I've been dogging today.
When Richard mentions Sainsbury's, that's the, you know, code word for his bin dogging.
I won't mind, but Tesco's, that's where all the other Tesco's is where all the other sorts of people hang out, if you know what I mean. The ladies of the night.
Oh yeah, so that's the code word for, you know, if you want a bit of action, go to Tesco's.
And you park on their car park, and literally, if you don't get out your car, one of them will come up to your window. So you've got to get out your car quick and get it shop.
Oh dear.
They say that every little helps. It certainly does there, I'll tell you.
Gordo says he's expecting a phone call from his lad. Problems with one of his neighbours. Oh dear. So yeah, Gordo's probably got one sort of out. But yeah, if he talks about Sainsbury's, he's on about dogging. If he's on about Tesco's, he's on about, you know.
Sainsbury's is in a really well-to-do area, nice area, but it's called Cherry Tree. But the Tesco is in a rough area, and that is where all the women are at Tesco.
Chris has just said, "What's code for midget porn?" Then Aldi.
I don't know. I've never experienced that, I'm afraid.
If you look like
oh dear. So, you know, if you come here on a regular basis, once Richard starts talking about Sainsbury's or Tesco's, you'll know what code word it is.
Sainsbury's, there's nothing goes on there. It's a posh area. It's Sainsbury's. It's probably the most popular, most sought after area in Blackburn. Where it's
we have got one of them Sainsbury's superstores. It's down near Swillsborough.
Oh, this is only a Sainsbury's local, a little one.
Well, this is a big Sainsbury's.
But the Tesco, that's also a little one. Tesco Express, and
we've got a big Tesco's and all, but that's sort of up. Well, it's quite a way away.
Around here, we've got loads of Tesco. It's everywhere you look, there's a bloody Tesco.
It's like round here, Richard. This in our vicinity, albeit in opposite directions, we've got two Asdas. And then 10 minutes down road on Parkway, there's Asda superstore.
Oh, yeah, it's a big Asda on there.
On Parkway.
I've never been in since them two from Blackburn took it up. Look at that, they're not having any more of my money.
But everything, we've even got a Waitrose and all. That's not, well, when I say not far away, but Morrison's as well. But that's sort of a bit out his way to go to that, if you know what I mean.
Waitrose is posh.
No, I'm on about Morrison's. I'm on about the Morrison's. Got them all here. Morrison's.
Booths is posh.
Who?
Booths. Have you never heard of Booths?
M&S.
No.
M&S is proper posh. It's M&S. We have an
Oh,
M&S.
yeah, they built a retail park near Callum's old school, and it's called St James's Retail Park. And there's all
food in M&S.
there's the M&S food. Is it food hall? Food.
Yeah, brilliant. Oof.
Hi, Kirsty. But yeah, you know, they've got everything there. They've got a Specsavers Inc. corner. Next to it is like an M&S food hall. There's all sorts. I can't. There's a Wilco's. I can't remember all. And then there's like is it Aldi, I think, right on the very end. But there's no end. And there's is it maybe on that St James's Retail Park? Is it a Burger King? Is it Burger King or is there? Am I thinking? Yeah.
Burger King. Yeah, we like it.
Yeah.
I prefer it than
It's like basically, but it's only like newly built, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to drop out. Jeanette, love on that.
Okie dokie then, Johnny.
See you later, Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, see you later, Johnny. Bye. But there again, it's sort of, how can I put it? It's not an inconvenient, but it's out of way, let's say. But that is like, to us, that's the closest Specsavers. So when we do go to Specsavers, that's where we go. And we might nip in Wilco's. Oh, Pets at Home, that's another one that they've got down there as well.
Ooh, that's where they fry your dog.
Oh, he says he's not having problems per se with a neighbour. It's a new neighbour that's moved in, domestic violence, a bloke turned up causing grief. That's the last thing he wants. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice retail park, don't get me wrong. And it's got everything there. I think there's a Greg's there as well. You know, there's everything you could possibly want. But for us, you know, I mean, it's all right for them that's right on doorstep. But for us, it's a bit too, you know, not unless you're going that way.
Get a trifle from Marks and Spencer's, and boy, you know you've had a trifle from Marks and Spencer's. Woo. Top notch.
But yeah. It's more of a presence, if you get me. Yeah, just like safety in numbers. James says, is it just me or is there some weird fetish going on here, Tim? Crypto Jesus Christ.
I saw the handcuff bit. I wonder what we're going on with handcuff.
Oh, you've not heard off on it, James. Oh, these kinky dinky do and whippy boots and batty whiplash and oh God. I'll just let them get on with it.
Have you seen Pumpkin yet?
No. We see Chris in particular like Kinky Dinky Doo. I don't know why.
It's just the name.
Yeah, and I say it sounds like some tartar, you know. Oh, what's it called again? Ipsy Dipsy and Tripsy Whipsy or whatever the name is.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies, that's it. Long
That's
hair and
Lala,
chocolate.
And Hoover's called Nunu.
What's in the Teletubby?
It's a bit. I can't never remember.
Lala, Paw.
That's it, Paul. And Nunu the Hoover.
And Ting. Yeah.
Who called the Hoover? Nunu.
Nunu is
I
called.
remember Spoof one, Smelly Tubbies. Stinky Winky. Flopsy. Fart and Poo.
Oh, and they always eat pink custard.
Yeah.
Who's chocolate starfish? You've not heard half on them, Miss Bubble Pop or Miss Bubbly Pop Pop, wherever, I don't know.
It's about chocolate starfish. Lucky God.
But yeah,
Oh, that's a whole new ball game. That
you know, you've missed out on them, James. Yeah, we still could just leave them to it and let them get on with it. You know what I mean? What is it? Whoopie boots and Miss Patty Whiplash and oh dear.
You need to crack the whip on that chat, Jeanette.
I don't know what you starting all Richard. I'm just leaving them to it and let them get on with it. I've get up guessing who's who and what's what. You know what I mean?
Out of hand on Saturday night, you couldn't tell what the hell were going on in chat. There's another one, James. What were it? What's lick my bowl? Or lick my bowl or something?
lick my bowl.
Lick what?
Lick my bowl.
With bacon.
But it says I'm not very observant, but I know when someone is gagging for it. Oh dear. But yeah, here you are. Let me lick the bowl.
Let me lick the bowl. Yeah. Mentions me again.
No doubt, let me lick the bowl. Will come out tomorrow to play on the Baking Live.
Yeah.
But
not crypto. It's Bria.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's I've get up guessing who's who and who's what, and you know what I mean. James has put you on the brush as well. Oh dear. But yeah. But there was a new one in yours last night, Tim. I went, well, that's a new one.
Yeah, I think there was.
Can't remember what name were. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I know. It was Scotty British Crows or something.
1 minute. Yeah.
You know,
BRT cream.
Is beat at hasty retreat.
I'm not going to say it.
Well, I said to him on his live stream last night, I says, you could do with slicking it back, Tim.
Hey,
Oh, God.
my head was put.
Oh, he's been out and bought some hair gel.
Who?
Yeah, Coco, British Crows. He just said to one of his lads, has anybody seen that hair gel? He's been and bought some hair gel.
Yeah, waste of money for me.
Here you go, so are you.
I guess.
Did I hear you correctly, Tim? You've been and bought some hair gel? Hey, yeah, there you go. Brill cream and all.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, you said you could do with some brill cream.
Yeah.
But there you go.
It's a far cry from the original Brill cream. Yeah,
I know.
In like a red tub.
It's like moisturiser for your hair.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Bit of Brill cream and then some Brute 33 on.
Splash it
or is
on.
it Old Spice?
Yeah, Old Spice, that was it.
Old Splice.
Splash it all
Or that other one, denim for men. Bloody hell.
Gary said KY jelly on the Eid. And you can put that on your cocktail.
No.
No, it's meant for his hair, really.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure about KY gel. She's planning on sticking your head somewhere weird.
But yeah. But
hello, little pumpkin.
There you go, little pumpkins come out to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just need it slicking back now, Tim. Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's washed his hair and pulled it thing so he can slick it back. Here you go. I bet when all said and done, I bet Tim's got more hair than what I have. Hiya, Brissy. How are you?
Hi, Brissy boy.
Good head of hers, Tim, that's for sure.
Brissy.
Yeah.
You still on touch? You haven't had yours cut yet, have you, Richard?
No, it badly needs doing. Bloody hell.
Get some dog clippers.
I've got some, but I don't know. You look a bit thuggish when you just shave it off.
You don't shave it
He
off.
needs to get somebody to
Well,
cut it for him.
you know, and you got different size combs to it, Richard.
I mean, you try doing that on yourself. It gets a bit dodgy.
But how hard can it be?
All you have to do, Richard, is get a comb, just run your clippers along the edge of comb, and you're only cutting like little bits off.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you know, to actually do it yourself,
yeah,
it's not that easy.
I mean, it's like I bought them curling tongs, and it's got like an airbrush attachment. Now, in essence, it looks easy, but when you're trying to, sort of get a bit of hair and put curly, you know what I mean? It's harder than what it looks.
Well, that's a whole new. So, on a whole new level.
You know what I mean? And
saying about my brother, bro, DJ 2022, his hair looked a lot better than.
I'll get it cut
Yeah,
this week.
all right.
I haven't
Cheers,
heard
mate.
down the road and she'll do it for free, but it's a matter of catching her at the right time.
But this is it. I mean, I always cut Chris and Callum's. I mean, they don't do this their own. You know what I mean?
I'd work doing your own.
Private pile.
But yeah,
it's my gun. There are many guns like it, but this one is mine. It's a good film. It's Full Metal Jacket. Brilliant film.
It's like this. I bought them curling tongs.
One of the best war films.
Not anticipating how hard it really is to sort of sit there and do it sort of like bit by bit and get so much hair. And, you know what I mean? It's a lot harder than what it looks. You know, you can see in all these videos how easy it looks, but yeah.
I mean, my brother, he's totally bald. Totally no hair at all, my brother.
Like used to be on the cook. Like you realise.
He's totally bald.
But this is the thing. I mean, I've seen an advertisement. It's called some skull thing, and it's like for men that have got no hair.
Full Island.
It's like a thing that they hold in the hands and they just sort of over the bald head, and they can do their own.
Yeah.
And it's like ergonomically designed so they can hold it like comfortably in their own hand. And and it's just like like one of these
that went on straight. You connected it to your Hoover, so you didn't even have any mess.
And it's sort of like got them sort of ends on it, but it's like 3 or I think there's 4 on it.
Yeah,
And
there's more.
you just
That's
hold
fine.
it like that, and you just go like that. And
That's when you've no hair at all. You know what I mean? For shaving your head.
but you know what I mean.
I might shave it tomorrow just for a laugh.
So if it comes on board, you'll know he's had a mishap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like on, there's like different combs what you can attach to clippers, right from like 1 to about 7 or 8. Now, yeah, you know what I mean. You don't sort of necessarily have to put a small comb on, but if you've sort of got a comb, just and you know, however much you want cut off. Let's say you want that much cutting off. You know what I mean?
I'll leave that to
Just
you.
go along with that bit with clippers, and you're not look too much amiss. By the way, mind you, we're talking to Richard here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That cut a chunk out of his beard and end up having to chop it all off. We don't want that
I got a daughter to do it about 2 years ago, and I sat down in chair in the back room when I lived at home, and she just first contact with me, I'd wallop a big chunk off. That's the end of that conversation, isn't it?
Hey, I'll tell you something. I've only made that mistake once, Richard, and it wrong Callum, right? So I'd cut Chris's hair before that, and I always take the comb off to clean it, you know, like because hair gets everywhere. So I goes on to Callum, not realising I'd forgot to put the comb back on, so he had a 0 all over. Well, he got like a line up back. And I went, oh shit. He says, what? I says, I forgot to put comb back on. I says, you've got a 0. I says, there's no, I can do that. I said, I've got to shape rest on it. But yeah.
That's exactly what she
I always started back, and I went like that, and it got like a thick line up back, and I went, oh shit. I forgot to put this on. So I had to carry on regardless. But that is the only time I've ever made a mistake with them. It were a go faster stripe. But I always make sure now. Well, they've sort of got into a routine where Chris will have his done 1 week, and then probably a couple of weeks later, Callum will decide he wants his cutting. So I don't make that. But on this particular day, they were both wanting their hair cut.
November, last time I had mine cut, November.
But yeah, some as I say.
Well overdue. 5 months ago since I got mine. It was the 2 days before I went to Scotland, I had mine cut. That was the last time I had it cut.
But yeah, it's yeah. I always like double check things now, so I don't do it again. Mind you, yours is not quite ready for cutting yet, is it, Callum? Oh dear. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, why there's not. I couldn't stick it back on, could I?
No.
You know.
What was mine?
When last time you had your hair cut? I can remember him having it cut. James, it's not all that long ago.
This is longest I've gone without having it cut, I must admit.
This is about what? 3 months, 4 months?
I reckon it's a bit longer than that, Tim. I think it's about 6. It might be about 6 months since you had it. So, but funnily enough, when did I have mine done? February, right? And look how it's growing it back already again. I've got like a kink in it this side, look.
Yeah,
So mine's really grown fast. To say I only had it cut in February. Well, it's not so bad on top. It's just them back bits. It's starting to kink up.
Time flies.
But you know, hey,
Time flies.
yeah. Got Tracy at it now, Tim. Calling you Mr. Charming. But yeah, I think it was exact date were about 11th of February. I think I had mine done. I've noticed how it's growing. How short I had it.
I think mine was done in December, I'm sure.
But oh dear, God knows, I always knew you were a bit kinky, Jeanette. Best about it though, Gordo, my hair all the way through my life has been as straight as a die. I've not had a curl in it like Tim's or anything, but for some reason it started kinking for some reason. Not a sort of like a full blown, you know, it's just a bit of a kink in my hair. But yeah, so yeah, mine sort of. I'll get it a few more weeks, and then I might just have like this back bit trimmed and me, you know, my front bits, and I'll be set. If you really want to cut your hair, Tim can do. I mean, the same as I've said, Crypto, there's no, you know, there's no need to sort of like go overboard, just a little bit, you know, like I said with Richard about, you know, bits off at end, you know, tidy it up. Because let's admit, there is quite a bit of frizz going on with you know, quite a bit of frizz going on with Tim's hair, isn't there?
Frizz. Bit of frizz.
Well, there is.
Bit of afro.
Afro. Oh dear.
Short back inside the skin.
James says back sack and crack. He says, I mean short
That's
back
what I used to do before, though. I used to shave mine every Sunday. I used to just whiz over it every Sunday. I used to do it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the men out there really want to back sack and crack.
No, definitely not.
I know Chris won't have it done.
Definitely not.
For definite.
I can understand the sort of the back bit, you know
crack.
what I mean? But, you know, you can just flick a candle up and down there if you're getting a bit early.
Oh dear. When I just said back sack and crack, I can't. He's dying to say what's a back sack and crack, I can tell. Well, what's back sack and crack then? Your back, your sack, and your crack.
You'll have non-hairy
Just all you need to do crack is just put one leg on bath side and run a candle up and down it.
I'm going.
Callum says, oh, I'm going. His eyes is watering at just the mere mention of a back sack and crack. I can't think he said that. No way. Yes, good morning.
Get strimmer ready, Callum, for you.
Oh God. Gordo says if you're really arch impressed, get your old bleached as well.
No way.
I don't think there were many takers for that one, Gordo.
No.
Oh dear.
Definitely not.
Imagine that, squat over, spray bloody flash at your ass.
Can you imagine trying to bleach it, and you know why you've got to wait so long? You know, like when you did your hair dye, And you've got to bend down while it's, like while you're waiting.
You have to use a shaving brush. Got to jab it in, you know what I mean?
I'm on about the bleaching process. You've got to sort of leave it on for so long, haven't you?
Oh, you'd sting like hell.
Can you imagine having to bend over the bathroom, walk toilet, waiting for it to, take effect?
You'd have to get on throne and dig in between, you know what I mean?
Carry for a flame.
Well, that's the way.
That's one of the things, yeah.
I know.
Candle. Just whip a candle up and then crack your ass.
Your eyes grab his nuts, you know, I've nicked him.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, dear. You know, I mean, I ain't Googled it, but I don't think they do it just for men for your butthole.
No.
I'd imagine. That's not going to be a seller, that. No.
I know they do vajazzles, but do they do any for the butthole, asking for a friend?
No.
Not sure of that one. Gordo.
Vajazzle.
What you drinking anyway, partner? Still gonna tip bottles now?
Well, it's just something I picked up in Aldi.
Oh.
Just, packet coming in packs of 4.
Oh. I mean, who wants some vajazzles round there, round that end?
That's not a good place to have vajazzles, but the Imagine that morning after you've had a curry, bloody hell.
Oh dear. Hey up. Tim's trying to break something. Something went to clanger.
Yeah, plate.
No chips tonight, Tim.
No, you know what I had tonight? Well, I did have chips tonight. I had steak bake, chips, and spinach.
Spinach. Yeah.
Everything's all right.
Making puff pie.
And that's
Spinach.
yeah, but
You,
that's the
you,
first
you,
bit
you
of-
know,
that's
you
the
know
first-
another
first
thing
bit of
what I
proper
can never
vegetable
understand.
I've eaten.
You know another thing that I can never understand is, you know, when you go to Chinese
What?
and they do deep fried seaweed.
I don't know if I ordered that from Chinese.
Never heard of that.
Haven't you? It's
Fried
like
seaweed.
it's seaweed, but they
No.
fry it and it's like comes out like crispy bacon.
Yeah.
But it don't taste like crispy bacon, obviously.
Yeah.
Is it battered? Or deep fried Mars bar or deep
But
fried
yeah,
seaweed?
it's called crispy seaweed, and basically all they do, it's proper seaweed, and they just chuck it in hot oil or whatever, and it's like crisp. It comes out crispy.
Isn't that the reason the lobster was blushing? Because the
Probably don't get
seaweed.
it from Blackpool. Bloody hell. The old sewers that discharge there. Jesus.
Gordo. The Jazzles making dodgy kebabs look tasty. Oh no.
Deep fried bloody tampons. Look at that.
Hey, what about in China where they put them flies on a kebab stick and deep fry them?
Oh God, and flies and grasshoppers and everything.
Oh,
no way.
I'll do all sorts.
Oh, they do all sorts in
Get
China.
deep fried,
Locusts,
deep fried scorpion.
Cats, dogs, the lot.
scorpions. You name it. Oh no. Not something I'd have on the menu anyway.
No.
Right, guys, I'm gonna get off. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Baking Live. White chocolate cosmic blondies tomorrow night. Plenty of protein, so that I can get the protein elsewhere, Gary.
Yeah.
So I'll see you all on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me, Tim, partners, Richard, Lee, Johnny.
Yep.
But I'll see you all on the next one. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye.